Hey, Big Pastor T here. Out here on the range today, got this Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. What a beautiful day to fire some bullets and smell some gunpowder. Let's see what she'll do out here on these steel targets. Man, I really like this thing. Hey, I've never had the opportunity to actually shoot one of these Smith & Wesson M&Ps before, but a buddy of mine called me up and said he had one and he wanted me to take a look at it. I got to be honest about what happened here. He said, have you ever dropped your pistol in a pond before? I said, well, no, not really. He said, so let me tell you a story. He said, I was out on my canoe with my family, and I had my carry gun. This is his carry gun, and his canoe turned over, so he ended up in the water. The gun didn't fall off the holster out of the holster, but it did get wet and got some pond gunk in it. So I've had it over here at the range. I've already cleaned it, taken it apart, and done that. You'll see that in a different video. But I'm enjoying it. He said I could shoot it while I had it out here, so I thought I'd take an opportunity to do that. I've seen these guns. Matter of fact, I've sold a few of these guns over the years, but I never had one out on the range before, so I thought we'd bring it out here today. Let's just take a look at this thing, see if we can get the camera in here. I really like the way the thing feels. I shot a couple of mags through it before the video started, so I could kind of get a feel of it and see where it shoots. And the thing, it really shoots good. It's got a really nice grip for me. This has got a medium grip on it. These come, they have 3 different sizes of grip: small, medium, and large. And this one's got the medium, which really works well for me. You see, it's got the Picatinny rail on the bottom. It's got nice serrations back here to cock the gun. It's got a good-looking sight on it. Just to be a factory sight, it's a good-looking sight. I really think that the gun shoots good. I've only shot, like I said, I've only shot maybe a box or two through it, just kind of playing around this morning. But I thought we'd shoot a few through it today and see what it'll do. Now, you may have noticed my targets. I am, as most of you know, North Carolina guy through and through. Lived in North Carolina all my life, and I'm a big North Carolina Tar Heel fan. And I am celebrating this week, and I know not everybody's a Carolina fan, not even most of the people, maybe even in Carolina. There's a lot of Duke fans. Got a lot of friends who are Duke fans, but I wanted to celebrate this week, and so I was feeling pretty festive, so I went out and got some Carolina blue paint. And you'll notice when I shoot these steel targets, I'm shooting Carolina blue targets, Carolina blue bowling pins. We're just having a great time. So don't hate on me. I have a right to celebrate. I'm having a good time out here, enjoying my freedom. Hey, that's enough talking. Let's see what this thing will do. I want to try to see if I can do some speed shooting over here, maybe on this bullseye silhouette. Let's just see what this thing will do. I tell you, it shoots good. It doesn't flip a lot. One of the things I like about this gun, it does have an axis with your hand. The bore axis it kind of sits really low and in line with your hand. It sits low. It's got the slide on it. It's not very tall there, so that does keep the muzzle flip down a little bit and helps you stay on target. This gun is a great carry gun. Some of you may know the history of these guns. They came out with this gun. I think it's a combination of a couple of designs they had, including the SW99. But this gun was engineered, and I think first came off the manufacturing line about 2005. And they've got different variations of this gun. It comes in a compact, and they have the shield and the different variations, but it's been a real popular gun. I think the gun originally, when I was reading about it, said it was designed for and with the law enforcement in mind. A lot of law enforcement agencies have carried the gun. A lot of them really like it. Some of them don't like it as much, but it's been a really good gun for about 10 or 12 years. It's been around, and it's chambered. You can get this gun chambered in 9mm, 3 357 SIG, 40 Smith & Wesson, as well as 45 ACP. And this one, I only have one mag with me today. Like I say, this isn't my gun, and this has got a 16 round mag with it, so it's got plenty of capacity. And again, it's got the interchangeable grips, which really helps to fit the various hand sizes, you know, for law enforcement agencies. So they really like it. And it's got a good price. Just to be honest, it's not a very expensive gun. It's a really nice gun. It's a well-built gun. And it does have some pluses and minuses. But let's see what this thing will do. Let me just try to see if I can shoot a couple of these bowling pins and maybe some of these skeet targets over here. You know, I prefer, with my concealed carry guns, I prefer a 6 o'clock sight picture where I can put the target just above my front sight. This gun kind of shoots right just about point of aim, and so you know if you're shooting for accuracy, that's a good thing. But I would prefer myself, if this were my gun, I'd probably get some sights. I'd probably have some aftermarket adjustable sights, and I'd like to have something that would shoot a little bit more of a 6 o'clock picture. But for factory sights, these are pretty good sights. They're not night sights. They're 3-dot sights, as you can see, and they are very, very visible. They sit up high. You can see how they've designed this. It's got a dovetail, so you can drift it, and it does come all the way to the back of the slide. So it's a good sight picture on it. It really does come up well. It comes up, and it wants to come up on target. I like that. I think that all of the, you know, my hand, I've got a big hand, but my fingers aren't extremely long, and I can reach, you know, the mag release on this thing. I can reach the mag release pretty well, and the magazine drops when you press the release. So I like that. The gun breaks down. If you're familiar with these modular guns, the gun breaks down just like you see all of them. See if we can get the camera in here. You know, you lock the slide back, take the magazine out, and then, you know, pull the takedown lever down like this, and then you drop the slide, and when you drop the slide, you can pull the thing apart. And we're not going to do that in this video. I'm going to do another video with that, but it field strips just like most of the polymer guns you're probably used to. In that respect, I do like that. The M&P name has been around. I brought something else out here. This is one of my favorite guns I brought out here with me. I thought if we're going to do an M&P, we may as well bring this one out. This is one of my safe queen kind of guns. This is not a gun that matter of fact, it's never been fired. This is a really cool little gun. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P. This is an original M&P. This one happens to date back to about the 1960s, the late 1960s, and this gun has never been fired. It's a really, it's a good looking gun. Matter of fact, if we get the camera there, you can see how blue that is, and it's just got a beautiful finish. The wood grips are beautiful in this gun. It's got the case hardened hammer spur and trigger. Just a beautiful gun all the way around. So this was the original. This is the one that you know, the law enforcement around the United States and various places around the world. This is the gun that was on the side of so many law enforcement officers over the years. Just a beautiful, beautiful gun. If you like guns, I mean, this is just a piece of art. Now, the Smith & Wesson M&P, the modern M&P, it's not the same kind of gun. Of course, this is a semi-auto versus a revolver. This has got, you know, 6-shot capacity. This has got a 16-round capacity. This is shooting a 38 special, and here we're shooting the 9mm round, semi-auto round. So this gun has a much greater capacity. It's much more tactical. You can put lights, lasers, and various things on it. You know, it's got the magazines. You can just carry a bunch of backup magazines. So it's a lot more practical, of course, than these. But wow, I mean, if you love guns like I do, that is just a work of art. That original M&P, and so that's a Model 10, but it is the original M&P gun design back in about 1898, and you know, different iterations through the years. But here we are with the modern gun, and I say this modern gun's fun to shoot. Now it's a lot of fun. Now don't get me wrong, these Model 10s, these original revolver M&Ps, man, those things shoot remarkably well. Those are really known for how accurate they are. They're of course soft shooters, 38 specials, not a real hot round. So they're just beautiful guns. Some of the guys, with bigger hands, even a guy my size hands, I certainly would want to take that grip off and maybe put on a Packmeyer Hogue type grips, a little bigger, maybe a rubber grip. But those things are just beautiful. Nobody would carry those anymore. We're kind of past that now. We're on to the polymer guns these days. But I just wanted you to see that when you're talking about M&P, you could see, man, the original, what that thing looked like. But enough talking. Let's go out here and shoot this thing again. I wanted to see if I can hit these bowling pins with it. I've even painted my bowling pins Carolina blue today. So congratulations, North Carolina Tar Heels, on the victory this week against Gonzaga. I wouldn't say it's a pretty game, but it was a good game, and I'm so thankful to be able to be a North Carolina Tar Heel this week. So, hey, you guys join in with me and celebrate a little bit. Now, if you're not a Tar Heel fan, you can just see me shooting these Tar Heel colored pins, and maybe that's going to help you with your frustrations. But if you are a Tar Heel fan, go Heels. We're shooting these Winchester White Box 115 grain bullets today. They're not known to be exceptional bullets. They're just, pretty cheap bullets, and I tell you, they shoot good through this thing. These guns, these M&Ps, are known for their reliability. They are very reliable guns. They, like I say, they're modern design. You can just turn this little thing here and pull this thing out, pull off the grip. It's real simple to do, simple to operate. The controls are streamlined. It's an easy gun to carry, even in this size. It's an easy gun to carry. I don't think you would go wrong by buying one of these M&Ps. These things, I think you can get them. It depends on where you are, but I think you can get these guns, most of these things, for somewhere around $475, maybe $500. They're a little bit cheaper than the Gen 4 Glocks, and they're a little different. I like the way they feel. One of the things that bothers me about a Glock, and I love Glocks, by the way. I carry a Glock 19, Glock 26. I like those guns. I love to shoot the guns, love the 34. I shoot a 22, so I love the Glocks. But one of the things that really bothers me about the Glock is the front of the grip, the finger grooves. My fingers are too big for those grooves, so they cut into me. So I do like the way the grooves feel, or there's no grooves on there. The front face of this grip, it's smooth. It's got a little bit of a hump back here. Feels good. It's got a little kind of a semi-beaver tail in the back, so it feels good. I like that. The trigger, I'm going to say it's a great trigger, but it's not a bad trigger. It feels pretty good. I know the Pro model is a little better. The trigger's a little better than that, and then there's some drop-in triggers you can put in here to make it better. But overall, I really like it. If you have smaller hands, this gun may fit you a little bit better, especially if you went with a small size grip insert. This gun, because the distance between the front of the trigger and the back of the grip is pretty short. And so if you have smaller hands, this gun may be a good fit for you. Matter of fact, there's a lot of ladies that I know that like these guns for that reason, if their hands are a little smaller. So you might want to check this out. I would not at all shy away from these. I really like these guns, and there's so many different accessories and holsters and things like that. And they have been a tried and true gun. Again, there's so many different models now. They have the 2.0 that's come out, and they have different ones. So I'm going to bring those out here to the range pretty soon. But let's just shoot this one last time. I think we'll do this time. I think we'll just go all the way around the range and see if we can hit all these targets. And thank you guys for joining me. Let's check this last magazine out and see what we can do. Hey, let's hit this 2-liter first. Maybe we can hit this 2-liter and have a little fun, a little celebration. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you get an opportunity to get your hands on one of these Smith & Wesson M&P 9s, I highly recommend it. And don't forget this, God gave us liberty, God gave us guns. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings.